Hello and welcome. Turn my mic down a little bit there. Hey. Welcome to tonight's meditation. And I can see there's a few people on already, and I'm sure a few more will join soon. We are live on Facebook, and this will be uploaded later to YouTube. There you go. Starting to do these myself and my dear. My partner is also doing these on a Sunday. And so there's a lot of technical things happening at the moment so that we can produce this in stereo, which for me is important because of the meditations. They use a lot of stereo and binaural processing for those that don't know my work already. So, big hello to anyone that's a regular face, has been on the retreats, or people that are new to my work. And I hope tonight you can experience some deep relaxation, maybe some spiritual awakenings in something, and also learn some things and share some information with some nice people. Because I'm sure, thank you, Julie Jones. Yeah, I'm sure there's we're all like-minded when we come to events like this. So this is something that I want to do on a regular basis. You know, I did one last week and on YouTube, and it was so some people had some amazing experiences. They were sharing them either on the email or in private messages. Some had profound experiences, so that's great. And it's interesting, and it's also, you know, it takes a lot of effort to do these, and it's great when you actually get feedback, and you know people are benefiting from it as well. So yeah. So what can I say? Yep. So usually I rehearse what I'm going to say. I'll get some idea, but I'm not really sure. It only comes in at the last minute, and I'm beginning to notice this even more. I think this is a way of trusting the energies, trusting the process, where you literally just show up, and then the information comes through. So I suppose that's what a channel's like, really, I guess. So for those that don't know, I work as a healer, energy healer, developing more as a channel, and also a musician. So it's all frequency, it's all energy, and I'm in a position where I can, be creative and also, connect with some amazing people. So yeah, hello Justina Hamilton. There you go. Nice to join us. So yeah, just gonna have a breath. 1 sec. Right, yeah, I put a joss stick on, but it's really, really strong. It's like choking me. Right, okay. So, where were we? Yes. What I was going to say is that this is my kind of 10th year since my activation. And an activation is where you become kind of more aware of what you're supposed to be doing, or at least you think you are. And it's been a journey, it's been a process, and it is still a process. But you start to map the territory a little bit better. You start to notice things, and you begin to see patterns, and in yourself, in the way you're thinking, in the way that the energy works, and the way that the spirituality as general kind of works. And there's a lot of things that I'm now letting go of, and that's not a bad thing. And I'm explaining this to you because I think it's a thing that when you're awakening to this process, we do it because we want to become more, we want to feel happier, we want to feel more connected. And I think there's a part of us, an innate part of us, that wants to go home, really wants to connect with that which we really are. And even though you might feel these feelings, you don't necessarily know what that feeling is. It's just a longing feeling. And I think a lot of people experience this connection in some point to that home when they connect with spirituality through whatever way, meditations, plant medicines, or spontaneous experiences that people have. So I think one of the things that I'd like to sort of bring to, that I've realized that I'd like to sort of bring to people's attention, for those that will watch this video in the future or those that are online now, is that I think it's quite easily to get trapped into just being involved in spirituality, whether that's just reading books, watching program after program, or being part of a spiritual community, I think it's what's important is that you use what you learn, because the analogy that comes to me is that going to college and then graduating and then coming back at the next year and sitting in the class again, and it's like, well, you've just studied this, you've just learnt this, and it comes down to what actually are you learning? What are you getting from your practice? What are you getting from the communities that you connect to, or the videos, or the information that you consume? And I lived in Spain for 6 years. I lived in the Canaries for another 6 months, and another 6 weeks after that. So I've been in Spain quite a lot, and all I know how to speak is order a glass of wine and say hello. And I don't even drink, so that's about as much use as I am in Spain. And it's not that I'm ignorant to the language. I love the culture, but I enjoyed the culture, but my intent wasn't clear enough. And I didn't see any value for me personally learning Spanish. Of course, now if I learnt Spanish, there's so many different things I could have done, but what I'm explaining is that you can be immersed in a community or in an environment, and if you're not paying attention, you don't have a clear intention, then it's just information. It's just like having a TV on that you're not listening to. And I think a lot of times we can go to meetings, groups, meditation events, even the ones that myself and Medea do, and it's an experience, and it is an experience, and it's a way of connecting with people. It's a way of connecting with the part of yourself. And for some people, that's enough. That's enough there. But for others, it's I think it's important to really clarify where you want to be and what you want to get from this work. So as we do a meditation tonight, it's a meditation, but it's an energy transmission as well. And the intention behind it is that my work, and I know a lot of other people's work, is to help raise the consciousness of the planet. And for some people, they'll dip their toe in, that's fine. For other people, they'll get it and they'll really go for it, and fair play to them as well. So what I'm trying to say is that if you've been doing something for a couple of years or whatever, and you don't feel like you're getting anything out of it, don't be too hard on yourself. It might mean that you have to switch communities. It might mean you have to let go of certain teachers, because teachers come along and you learn, and sometimes you got to go, what, I've just learned what I need to learn from this now, and move on. So be prepared to just let go of things, of practices even, and even things that you've got really good at, especially things that you've got really good at, because they're the worst. You could get really caught in, I've always done this, I'm always going to do that. And there's no growth, or there's little growth and little expansion. This is a personal journey. It's a personal journey, and no matter who you connect with, no matter who you surround yourself with, no matter how many people support what you do, it's down to you to do the work. And that work is in your everyday life. So when you are doing these practices, and it's easy to be loving and kind and compassionate to everyone, saying "Aho, brother," "Aho, sister," and being very nice and gracious. But when you get out into the world, it's a different challenge, and that's really where the work begins. And I stress this a lot, is that practice what you learn, practice it. You go out and you feel angry, you feel somebody upsets you, somebody does something to you that, that's the perfect opportunity to be able to go, okay, I'm going to practice compassion. Now, you won't feel it at first. You'll still feel angry. People piss me off. They do. In fact, the more spiritual you are, the more shit that they do to you to try and push your buttons, okay? Because they know they can get away with it to a degree, but nobody gets away with anything. The system always has lessons for everyone. And the more if you say to yourself, okay, I want to practice compassion, I want to practice not being angry, situations will arise that will push your buttons. Just to say, okay, are you really ready for this? Well, let's put you in a situation where you have to practice it. And at first, you will still feel angry. You'll still feel them emotions. You'll still feel like wanted to beat somebody's head in. That never goes away. It does go away, okay? It does go away, okay? You still feel those, because we're human. But after a while, they dissipate, and eventually, I'm not there yet. Eventually, they will. You'll get to Jesus status where you can just go, it's okay, I forgive you. But I'm not there yet. I'm a long way from it. But what I do recognize is the patterns, and I recognize what triggers me. But I don't stay there long. I'm straight in, I'm straight out, and so that's the benefit of doing this work, is that you can recognize patterns, and it gives you a choice to choose how you're going to respond. And it's like anything else. Like if you do yoga, and you do yoga for 6 months, and you're fully focused on it, and then life gets in the way, and then all of a sudden you don't do it for 3 months. You go back to your yoga class, and it's hard work. And when you do this work, there's a quality of consciousness that rises, but you still have to practice it. You've still got to spin the plate, so to speak. So yeah, you do get rid of fear in your system, you do get rid of trauma, and you do grow. That's the whole part of this. It's about growth. And I think so many people now have just got onto the spiritual bandwagon, and there's so many people that just gravitate towards that, and there's no work being done there. There's no real work being done, apart from, I don't know, sharing a cup of hot chocolate on a Friday night. And I'm not saying that, my work is exceptional in any way, but I do know there's certain people out there that are working, they're making a difference, and it's usually results in people going through their trauma, going through to dark places. And what I'm saying is, if it's all rainbows and butterflies, you maybe need to find another teacher. So it is hard, but the results are a lot better at the end of the day. So yeah, and after 10 years being on this, it's different to what I thought it would be. I'm still, ask me in 10 years time and I'll still be going, oh well, I thought I knew a lot then, I don't know. And you get to a point, you learn lots of stuff, and then you get to a point where you go, actually, I've learned everything that I need to know. And that's not an arrogance, it just means that everything you see says the same thing. It's like, actually, yeah, we know this, we know that, blah, 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 blah. And it's all the same stuff, just dressed up differently. So then you ask this question, okay, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing? And it's about practicing it now. It's about integrating it fully and incorporating it, and then sharing it with other people. So, and then what happens is the next level comes in, the next level of information, which is a lot deeper than the first. So if you're feeling at that place where you're a little bit lost, where you're thinking, well, I've tried spirituality, it's not working. In fact, I think the word spirituality needs to be replaced with something else, a little bit more, conscious connection, or even that conscious connection. Just something where it's about self-development, self-realization, about being authentic. I think that's the more accurate way of doing it. And there's so many people that are still trying to be authentic, but are pretending that they are, but they're not. So it's an interesting time at this moment. And this not is just like in the spiritual community in general, or people that are in religious communities. It's just everywhere. There's so many people pretending to be something they're not. And I think the way we're going to move forward as a society is to be as authentic and honest with yourself and each other. And that's where the growth's going to happen, because how can you iron out the creases if you don't recognize them for what they are? And a lot of the times we don't even see them. We're blindsided by them, and it's always good to have feedback from other people, and to say, actually, notice patterns. Why is this always happening? Why is that always happening? Why am I not happy here? Why am I not happy there? Why is there a lack of abundance in my life? And there's signs, big signs to show you where you need to look, really. So what I provide is tools, really, tools to help leverage that journey, so people can just go inside more. And just before, I know I'm waffling a little bit here, but one of the biggest things that's coming up now, and it's, please don't underestimate it, because it's going to be huge, is the artificial AI. it's a sleeping giant, and it's waking up quickly. It's going to have a massive effect on consciousness. Don't ask me how I know this. I just kind of know this. It's going to have a massive effect, a positive effect on consciousness. The way we interact, the way we detect energies. There's going to be a breakthrough in that. I'm sure of. But there's also a lot of things that are happening that, you know, even the creators are not. There's lots of really good videos. There's one called the AI Dilemma on YouTube. Two experts talking about it, and they're saying that people that have got no idea, you know, people that are experts in AI and they develop these systems, they don't know how these AI systems are actually developing the way that they are. Like one was taught to speak a language in English to analyze the patterns in English, and it taught itself Persian, and nobody even taught it. So there's a link in between the two, and all these systems are growing very quickly, and they're already changing the landscape. So it's not, AI is not the problem. The consciousness behind the humanity is the problem. You know, it's like the tool in the right hands with the right intention is so powerful, but if it's dominated by fear, by competitiveness, that's when it becomes a serious problem. And I think the biggest race now is not the arms race. It's not about, you know, worrying about war and climate change. It's about consciousness development and racing against the AI development, and having the know-how and knowledge to be able to deal with that. So what's Justin say? So look, you made a huge difference in my life, Trevor. Thank you. I was suffering tremendous trauma and what was very difficult time in my life, and you reconnected to myself. And anyone fancy a treat? Thank you very much. Yeah. I'm not one that's out there. You see, there's a lot of. Thank you very much, Justine. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there, and they've got the showcase up there, and and it's like, there's so many really good teachers out there, and there's so many loud teachers out there that aren't really doing that much. And I think it's important that people discern more. But going back to discernment, is that with the AI, and you don't know what's true now. So they're doing. You can have a conversation you can type a conversation online, and it can answer you back, and you have a whole full conversation. They're talking about virtual partners that will know everything about you, and this is coming within a year. You can have 3 seconds of speech. Like somebody could model 3 seconds of my speech and then replicate my speech, how I'm going to speak about everything. And they're doing it now already. They're even producing pop songs that aren't even real by artists such as Drake, and so we won't be able to tell what is real and what is fabricated. So this is why it's really important to do this work, to develop where you find a sense in your heart. So when you connect at a certain level, it's hard to it's not really hard to explain, but trust me when I say this, is that you'll have information that'll come in, okay? Like I had information about, the vaccines that was coming on mainstream media. And then I had this other information that came from somewhere else. And it's a knowing. That's all I can say. Sometimes when people say something, you go, I've never read that, but I just feel it's right. And that's because the information is in your heart. You know already. Say in your heart, it's in your system, So there's a knowing, and that knowing is you connecting to the larger consciousness system with your energy, with your heart, with everything else. And that is, I think, the most important part of it. We will know what to do. The conscious people will know what is right, what is wrong. Even though on paper it might say one thing, you go, something not right about that. So I think that's the most important aspect of this work, is if people start to actually wake up to their own sovereignty, their own ability to have discernment without having to trust people, trust governments, trust media, trust, then they'll know. Sometimes the government might say something, or the media system might say something, they go, yeah, I agree with that, that's cool. And sometimes it might not. But my instincts, since I've been doing this work, have become very true. For me, they've been true, and I've trusted that guidance, and it is guiding me to where I need to be. So the biggest benefit of doing this work is that you connect to yourself at a deeper level, and you learn to trust your own judgments, and that takes a lot of stuff out of the way. So yeah, so that's what I'm saying there. Right. I never know what I'm going to say. It just kind of flows through, and I hope that was helpful for a few people. So how do you develop? Yes, through meditation, through classes, through the intention of, okay, how can I, even if you do prayer, I'm not saying religious prayer, I'm on about sitting with yourself and saying, look, with yourself, saying to yourself, okay, show me the way, show me how I can develop, how I can become more than, I feel I am at the moment. And the answers will come. So, and trust when to let go of things. That's the biggest thing. Right then, shameless plugs. Where we're going? Let's have a look. Oh, is that working? Click on there. There you go. Right, that's me. Website, Instagram, Inner Vibrations. There you go. And that's, if you like the meditation, this will also go into my meditation library, which is on my website. There you go. Ooh, that's me. If you like the halls of destiny behind, can you see that? It's cool, isn't it? That is created in AI. So you just type in, draw me a universe with some big doors, celestial, galactic, and within a minute, it'll create a piece of art that's completely original. This is where we're at, guys. So, yeah. I'm going to do 5 videos this week. I don't normally do them, but I'm going to do 5 videos. And they're going to share what I've learned on my journey, each one specific. One is going to be about healers and healing. The other's about conscious communities, spiritual communities, and the value of those. And also other things that are going to come in. So yeah, and I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into the AI as well, and to others. So that's my goal for this week, and they'll be coming out probably Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, Saturday. Tuesday, Wednesday, it's 5, yeah. Okay, so hello to everyone. Yeah, hi Julie. Very interesting. Thanks, Julie. So as I do the meditation tonight, all I have to do is to put some headphones on, relax your body as much as you can, make sure there's no cats or dogs crawling all over you. The amount of times I do a distant healing session, they keep the Zoom on, they've got the headphones, they're relaxing, and then a dog comes in or a cat looking at the screen, staring at me, wanders off. And the real cats, I'm like, get your animals out of the room, you don't need, because they're attracted to the energy anyway. So yeah, just relax, put your headphones on, and just trust the guidance and just see where you go. Just get yourself, give yourself a minute or so while I'm talking, just to get yourself comfortable. Make sure you're not going to be interrupted. I'll be sending energy through it sometimes. You might also hear some light language. This is for people that are receptive to that. They'll feel energies moving through them. And one thing I do ask is, please put your comments into the comments on here, because it's not for me, because I know it works and it works because you've experienced it, but it's good for people to go, oh, actually there's something in that, because a lot of people don't believe in this, and because of that, their belief system stops them from engaging, and then they don't feel the benefits. They could be really helping them in their life through their trauma, or through their fear, or through their development. So if they see a little bit of positive feedback from someone that looks very, fairly normal, like you guys, they're more inclined to go, oh, I'll listen into that next week. So yeah, right. I think we're ready for this, yeah? So this is a new one, and I called it the Healing Caves, but who knows where it's going to go. So just take yourself into a nice comfortable place. And stay with us at the end. A couple of announcements and just check in with everybody's okay. Okay, right. Let's begin. Okay, just allow yourself to be comfortable. You may have had a busy day, so just give yourself time to relax. It also might help that when you're doing this, as you relax your body, just to tense up certain parts of your body. Just like gently tense your legs, your arms, your shoulders, and as you tense them, just relax as you do this. You're basically giving the signal to your body that it's time for you just to switch off a little bit. So you may experience energies, vibrations in your body, or just a sense of deep connection with yourself. So now, as you find yourself in a comfortable position, focus your attention on your breath, breathing in through your mouth and out through your nose. And try to breathe into your stomach whenever possible. Feel your stomach inflate as you breathe, and as you let the air out, feel it deflate. This is your time to relax. And as you hear the sound of the 742 frequency, allow yourself to sink deeper and deeper as your mind begins to slow down. You are open to new positive experiences. And be aware of any tension in your body, any tension in your jaw, in your face, in your neck, and relax. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms. As you become aware of being aware, your mind can drift. As you relax deeper, any tension in your thighs, your legs, or your feet just gently drifts away. As you begin to feel calm, relaxed, and centered, like to imagine, to see, sense or feel yourself in a beautiful, tranquil place, a forest full of trees, green leaves and a gentle breeze. You may be in this forest with your eyes closed. What would it smell like? What would the sensations be like? In a lush, green, calm space. And as you hear the sound of my voice, and the sound of the music, you may become aware of sensations, energy, as it gently moves through your body. My voice carries information and vibration. Relax. In this safe space. And as you see, sense or feel yourself in this calm forest, surrounded by vibrant life, you are reminded that you are part of nature. You are consciousness. It creates everything. Nature knows exactly what to do. Without question, without thought. There is a part of you that knows exactly what to do in any given situation. As you connect to your heart and become more familiar with doing so, you will begin to understand that all the answers are inside. Now focus your attention on your heart center, in the center of your chest. This is a multi-dimensional energy center. Feel it, sense it. Move your attention to that point. And begin to see in the center of your chest, in this heart space, a small green flickering light start to emerge. See that light becoming bigger, brighter. As you focus on this light, the energy expands it, becoming brighter and brighter. What would it feel like to move yourself into this light? Your awareness into the center of this green light. So now, as this green light surrounds you completely, you notice that inside this light, there are codes of information moving and swirling around, through you and into you. This information, these energies will help to rebalance and guide you. And as you vibrate in this space, we take time to invite any higher energies and guides that wish to come forward to assist. As we open your channels now, as you drift deeper into the being level of consciousness, become aware of any symbols, shapes, colors, or sensations, all of which carry information to you in a specific way.
Rate inha chikota shanato oswaya na matachna tikichin iwa. Ruto ain mlangi kabaswe. Sazan shina wakishana eshina wata. For those of you that are feeling vibrations and sensations as these codes come in, just allow them to integrate. Notice, allow them to integrate even more. Just witness and receive. Ruto eshinima eke wate eshina ana hataka na hichicha wate shinamata oso iwa. Garioto ochine ikiwa ishinama ana heki wate china e. Zijine ijina kana hosoko to china ema wata. Sikiwa e. Asa. In your mind's eye, visualize, see or sense a closed flower. Whatever the color is, the petals are tightly closed. And just hold this image of this flower in your mind. We connect this to your heart center, and as I count from 5 down to 1, you begin to just watch this flower gently open, and as it does, notice what happens to your heart center. Just take a breath in, and as I start to count from 5 down to 1, gently see these petals. Imagine, sense these petals opening one by one. Starting now. 5, 4, 3. See this flower opening. 2 and 1. Every petal on this flower is perfect by design for optimal growth without thoughts. It just knows what to do. And as your heart center opens wider, you begin to feel the sensations through your very core. And we bring codes into your heart. Anahata, ikiwa sene mechu to osawa. Sijana ikiwa te mahati chijawata shuna ota ashaka iwa te ni inichwa. This is the time of ascension. Kishishnawata shuna ka anahana achidamata oso kiki wa tishuna ewa. For all those that are ready to receive, you will receive. Ikiwa shinamata shina anahata anakotoko ishina ina oto oso oka ama ana ina kiwa ete shina ruto oshina ikiwa sanama chichi watena hati kishina hara techi wa tasanoko osoa fruta As this flower opens fully, your senses begin to open more, and you become aware of the energies in and around you, and just breathe. As waves of calmness and healing pass from your head, down your body, out through your toes. You are a multidimensional being, vibrating with energy on many levels. Everything is divinely timed. Letting go of stress, the energy of stress, the energy of uncertainty. And now, as energy moves into your third eye, this is the point between your eyebrows. We ask guides and energies to allow you to open this energy center
to sense and see and be able to imagine that you are standing in a large cave, a large healing cave. And notice inside this cave there are glistening stones, crystals, and different coloured lights. The crystals are embedded in the walls, in the ceiling. Rubies, emeralds, diamonds, sapphires, and huge quartz crystals. As you make your way further into this cave, it becomes bigger and opens out into a larger cave. The space is huge and full of gemstones and healing crystals of all shapes and all sizes. They are cold to the touch, and each one is glowing with light and emitting a vibrational energy in the center of the space. And in this center of this space, you notice a warm blue natural spring. A shallow natural spring of healing water, deep enough just for you to bathe in, as you notice the steam rising from the top. And gently hovering on the surface of the water. This is a crystal healing chamber and was here millions of years before the Earth, before the galaxies. The air is like a sauna. It's warm and calming. And you make your way over and move to the clothes. Gently remove your clothes and sink into the warm waters. This is your safe space. As you lay there, surrounded by these vibrating crystals, energy starts to move between them and you as it gently washes over you, healing, cleansing, and recalibrating you at a deep level. As you close your eyes, you feel the frequency of the sea that created these crystals begins to wash through you. Your heart synchronizes with this energy, and now just become points of awareness within you. Relax. Allow. And just be. You are more than your body. You are more than your thoughts, more than your emotions. Let go of any worries. any fears. As you relax in the warm waters of the healing cave. Energies of blue wash over you. Energies of green wash through you. Iridescent energies, purples, turquoise, reds, yellows, and pure white light surround every part of you. And it's time to thank yourself. All the times you've had to struggle, all the times you've felt uncertain about situations, and you've come through, you've survived, you've thrived, and you've found solutions. As you now can allow from your unconscious mind and your higher self to release positive energies, positive chemicals in your brain, positive hormones, positive feelings and sensations in whatever way is most suitable for your current level of growth. As your energy body and your physical body now begin to feel coherence, that is a resonance with yourself and everything around you. As I count from 3 to 1, we ask that any of your guardian angels can transmit a specific download to your consciousness in this space, in this now, that is personal to you. 3, 2, and 1. Encoding. Absorbing. Integrating. Your awareness is a small fraction of who you really are. Your higher self is always existing and co-creating your life,
moment by moment. Whatever you are seeing, sensing, or feeling at this moment, imagine that it's in your hands, as if you're holding that thing, that feeling, in your hands, and gently, in your mind's eye, bring it into your heart center. Now, gently see yourself slowly getting out of the water in this healing cave. At the side of you there's a big towel, a warm towel. As you dry yourself, you feel different. You feel more refreshed. You feel more focused. And as you begin to dress yourself and gently walk, make your way out of the cave. Eventually finding yourself in that calm, lush, green forest. Breathe in the fresh air. Hear the sound of the breeze. And acknowledge at a deep level, as the weeks, the months go by, you will be able to connect more to this frequency. As the energies that surround the earth, that wash over the earths, increase this year and the following years, you become more receptive, open, able to integrate them, and to connect at levels with your higher self that you previously could not. Through guidance and self-guidance, you will find ways to feel calm, connected, and healed. And now send love and gratitude to yourself. And send that energy up, high up to your higher self.
If it helps, imagine a cord coming from your heart up to a higher version of yourself and send that positive energy upwards. Giving thanks for this experience, to be here on this planet at this time, to learn, to grow and to heal. And send that energy out to everyone else in this group, embedding it to all those people that will listen, experience this transmission now and in the future. Time has no relevance outside of the physical. We are all one family. And feel the energy coming back to you. In a few moments' time, I will count from 5 down to 1. And as I do, I ask that all aspects of you will come back into this physical reality, and in doing so, integrate and vibrate at the frequency that is most suitable for your present state of awareness and growth. 5, 4, 3, 2, bringing that energy back, all that positive energy back into yourself, into this moment, into this now, and 1. Good. And just give yourself a few moments to bring yourself back. Move your fingers, wiggle your toes, and just take a deep breath. Okay, just welcoming everyone back. Hope you had a good experience. Make sure that you drink plenty of water. If you've got any questions or comments, please put them in the comments below. I will answer everyone. Thank you. Thumbs up there, that's good. Yeah, for those that are new to this, you may just feel really relaxed. Some may have gone on a deeper journey. It's a cumulative thing that happens when you're doing this work with this particular frequency. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you. Awesome. Just a quick mention that during the summertime I will be partaking with Medea and an amazing friend of mine who's also a very powerful healer. We will be doing a retreat in Spain. It's not for beginners. It's not for beginners. It's going to be pretty intense, pretty deep work, and it's more experiential than intellectual. So it's going to be very experience based. If it's only going to be for 10 people, there's only 10 places left. So if people want to come, it's going to be 5 days. It's going to be in Spain, southern Spain. And just send me an email and I'll give you all the information. But yeah, it's going to be an amazing experience. So, and thank you for coming tonight and showing your support, and I hope you got a lot from this. And next Sunday, Madia Mubarak, my partner, she'll be doing a live, and if you've not experienced her work, it's really powerful and very uplifting, and that's really good. So I'll be sat with her, experiencing that with her as well. So I'm looking forward to that. And next Monday, we'll also be back on here. So if you want to experience this again, you can also watch it on YouTube. And if you're part of the library, I will put this onto the library. What's Rebecca saying there? Let's have a look. This is my first time. Didn't go into the forest, but the sea with sheer electric currents from me into the sea. My body was pretty uncomfortable throughout, with some burning, releasing stuff, and my crown. Yeah, thank you, Rachel. Yeah, it's it is work. You can feel, aching or uncomfortable. It's energies that are healing. So you may feel things after this as well. But that's what's happening. The high frequency is coming in, and as it comes in, it meets a blockage of lower frequency energy. That's how I can explain it. And because of that, that's when you feel it. That's how you sense it. So yeah, but thank you for that. Anybody got any questions or any comments or anything comes up, please reach out. I'm always available. Thank you. Take care. And videos will be on YouTube tomorrow. The 5 most important things I've learned in the last 10 years, and hopefully they'll help a lot of people out there as well. So thank you again. Take care.